नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते जयपताका स्वामिनिति नाम्ने नमाचार्य पादनेताय कृपापदायिने गौरकथाधाम जयनगरामतने नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नाम्ने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचयने निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य स्थाने जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासुति गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकाय चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. Okay, we'll continue reading the book. In the okay. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya 4.190 to 193, it is stated, at the time of initiation, when a devotee fully surrenders unto the service of the Lord, Krishna accepts him to be as good as himself. When the devotee's body is thus transformed into spiritual existence, the devotee in that transcendental body renders service to the lotus feet of the Lord. In the Sarartha Darshini, commentary of Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 12, verse 11, it is stated, just as a piece of iron becomes gold by contact with a touchstone, the material body and senses of a person become spiritual in the association of a devotional service. In order to exhibit the glories of devotional service, the Supreme Lord, by his inconceivable potencies, mysteriously manifests the transcendental body, senses, and mind of a devotee and mysteriously destroys his false body and senses. The purport of saying mysteriously is that people who are blind to the truth identify a Vaishnava with his previous material designations without realizing his actual identity and consider his body as a mortal bag of bones and flesh and thus commit offenses at his feet. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur explains in the purport of Chaitanya Bhagavat Madhya 10.36 that the Satchidananda body of devotee is spontaneously manifest, which is appropriate for the Lord's service. He goes on to say, those who consider the appearance and disappearance of the devotees and the Supreme Lord to be like the birth and death of conditioned soul, who are forced to accept the fruits of their karma, repeatedly suffer material miseries rather than obtain liberation. Therefore, the caste of the Lord and Haridas is the same. Both are Satchidananda, inhabitants of the spiritual world, where everyone and everything are pure, full of knowledge, eternal, and full of bliss. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's referral to Advaita Acharya as Nada is discussed by Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur in a purport of Chaitanya Bhagavat Madhya 2.264. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the ecstasy of Mahaprakash addresses Haridas Thakur, by your loud chanting and Nada's roaring, I left Vaikuntha and came here with my associates. Chaitanya Bhagavat Madhya 2.264. In the purport, Srila Saraswati Thakur states, the editor of Sri Sajan Tosani, Srimad Bhakti Vinod Thakur, has written in volume 7, part 11 as follows. Sriman Mahaprabhu often addressed Srila Advaita Acharya as Nada. I have heard a number of meanings of the word Nada. Some Vaishnava scholar has said that the word Nara refers to Mahavishnu because Nara, the total aggregate of all living entities, is situated within him. Is the word Nada a corruption of the word Nara? The people of Radhadesh often use the in place of ra. In this reason, that the word Nara has been written as Nada. In Chaitanya Bhagavat Madhya 5.50 to 55, Vrindavan Das Thakur reports this exchange. O Lord, who is this Nada you are calling? The Lord replied, He by whose loud cries I came. This incarnation of mine was induced by Nada, whom you all call Advaita Acharya. Nada has brought me from Vaikuntha, but now he is living free from all cares with Haridas. I have descended to inaugurate the Sankirtan movement, by which I'll preach the chanting of the holy names in each and every house. I will not award love of God to those fallen souls. I will not award love of God to those fallen souls who have offended my devotees because they are proud of their education, wealth, high birth, knowledge, and austerities. Otherwise, I'll give everyone that which persons like Lord Brahma enjoy. These prayers contain many themes from the Bhagavad Puran and Mahabharata which are significant to devotees today. One reason that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared incarnated was to establish the Bhagavad culture. Vaishnavas tried to become absorbed in the various leelas of the Lord mentioned throughout the Srimad Bhagavatam and relate incidents in their everyday life to incidents contained in the spotless Purana. Srila Prabhupada would attend to managerial matters with his leaders during the day, and while discussing a particular problem, he would often put the problem or something related to the problem in the context of the Bhagavatam verse on which he had lectured that morning. Another reason these prayers are relevant is that they provide a model for devotees of Lord Chaitanya. In his prayers, Haridas Thakur does not ask for anything material for himself, and he does not make himself or his life the center of the prayers. Rather, he makes the Lord the center of the prayers. Chapter 6, the Lord's Sankirtan. Okay. तुण्डे ताण्डविनिरति तुण्डे ताण्डविनिरतिं वितनुते तुण्डावलिलब्धये कर्णक्रोधा कादम्बिनी घतयते कर्णा कर्णार्बुदेभ्य स्फुरहं चेता प्राङ्गणसङ्गिनि विजयते सर्वेन्द्रियाणां कृतिं नो जाने जानिता जनिता कियाद्वीर अमृते कृष्णेति वर्णद्वयी. I don't know how much nectar the two syllables Krishna have produced. When the holy name of Krishna is chanted, it appears to dance within the mouth. We then desire many, many mouths. When that name enters the holes of the ears, we desire many millions of ears. And when the holy name dances in the courtyard of the heart, it conquers the activities of the mind, and therefore all the senses become inert.
I think we can stop here, Mataji.
Okay, Prabhuji. Okay, so few things I understood from today's reading that yeah, the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has mentioned those who are very proud of their education, wealth, and like high birth. The Lord does not award the holy name to them. Rather those who are like sober persons, the Lord award the holy name to them. And then considering the devotees appearance and disappearance, same as the birth and death of like ordinary people. It's not it's like kind of like an offense. We should not consider the appearance and disappearance of great Vaishnavas and the Lord also. When the Lord appears in this material world, and that's also like not the Lord appears as a human being, but that's the appearance and disappearance of Lord and great Vaishnavas is not the birth and death of like ordinary people. It's not the same. Yeah, these are like few, and also new thing I learned that this mentioned that Advaita Acharya, he is mentioned as Nada or Nara. The due to the loud call out of Advaita Acharya, the Lord appeared as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So the Lord says he is referring Nada is referred. It's but Advaita Acharya is representing that particular, particular word. Yeah, those are few things I understood from today's reading. So now we can go to Japa.